Hello everybody, Floppy Hat Photos back here again for another episode of my Be Positive van, and I'm still in a very shattered state of rebuilding of this thing. Have not got a shop yet, don't have most of my tools. I actually don't have any of my tools yet. I bought a jigsaw, that's all I've bought so far. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. So I'm going to show you what I've done up to this point to date, I guess. So what we have here is my Coleman Wave 3 heater with the nice little cover on it. I'm not going to take it all the way off just because you guys can get online and see what it is. It's not a big deal. I got that mounted on the rear passenger's door, little barn door, and it has a nice little leather cover that I bought to keep the dust off it. If you guys are to buy one of those, please do the research and decide if you're going to mount it on the floor or mount it on the wall, because the cover I originally ordered was a floor mounted cover and it was like 20 bucks. Had to return it. This one here was a wall mounted cover and it was 5 something. So saved a lot of money on the cover. I think the heater itself was like 250 bucks. Not a big deal. I did get some panels on there. So far I've got the panels on all the doors in the back. I haven't got the front 2 panels done yet, but I don't think I'm going to do those in plywood. So I have here just a pile of dirty rags. As I'm cleaning as I'm going, I'm going to wash those before I take off. I'm hoping to start a new trip tomorrow. You can see my dog blocking the way out. Good boy. The carpet is it's still original carpet. I'd like to tear it up and put in some vinyl, or maybe, I don't know what I'm going to do there exactly. Probably some, just some plank flooring. 30-pound tank. The reason I went 30-pound tank is because I don't ever plan on doing exchanging. I don't trust tanks that other people have. If they overheat them, if they're damaging them, if they're whatever and stuff. So I'm never going to do the exchange process. And here in town, this is only $2 more expensive than filling up a 20-pound tank. So you get 50% more gas for only $2 more. So definitely the cheapest way to buy it, even up to the 100-gallon price or 100-gallon size, it's still cheaper than the 30-gallon tank. So right now I do have the wheel wells coated, just in that roofing tar stuff that you can get in the roll. I think Home Depot is where I got my, yeah, Home Depot I think is where I got mine. The bubble wrap Reflectix insulation is up inside there. I can't think what the other insulation I have. The Denim Ultra Touch Soft, whatever. There's no formaldehydes, no smells. The panels were already up. I do have a new shelf I put in. If you notice on top, there's actually a third shelf that's going to get put back in storage because I do not need it. So I'm going to go around to the sides to tracking snow and ice into here and mud because it is muddy as hell out here. And the whole thing's dirty. I've been driving on a rock road with the dog and that. But I do have the double shelf here. It's going to be too high with a top shelf to put other stuff. Like I said, the top one will be removed. It's just there. I forgot to put it in the storage yet. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit real well in the location. I wish it would have fit inside here in the wheel well or even turned sideways, but it's too wide. And I'm not a fan of it. So it's going to get changed eventually. Once I get some tools, I'll build it actually out of plywood and convert it that direction. I'm also going to most likely mount the propane tank on an exterior storage tray, like one of the ones you put the little cargo racks you mount in your receiver hitch. That's probably what I'll end up going in that. And I do have a hole in the floor I can run the pipe right up into. So right now, my plan is when I do go to use it, I'll just tuck it to that hole in the floor, tighten it up, turn the gas on and heat it. The tank will sit outside the van at all times. The only time that might be an issue is if I am not sleeping in the van. I'm worried about like maybe somebody trying to turn my gas off or try and steal my tank. So I might have to think about that. But worst case scenario, I'll chain it to the van so I can't steal if I'm in a really, really crappy neighborhood. So, but this shelf will hold 4 of these totes, and these totes are the really nice ones that I like from Sterilite. They are 54 quart. And they have the waterproof, airtight rubber gasket in the top. So awesome for food storage, awesome for clothes storage, aren't about smells and stuff. And with it being airtight, you should not really be attracting any bugs or anything like that, or any insects and stuff in the process. So the roof is still completely bare. I haven't even got the rebuilt pieces in those corners that rotted out. Not got that done at all. The back is completely bare. The sides of the back there are completely bare. So definitely it's by anywhere close to even being done or being finished by any means in any way. But up to the front, virtually nothing's changed up here. I just did a little quick vacuum. I have not done a scrub to get the mud out. Just got all the dirt and the debris out here. I do have a couple water bottles that are actually my dog's drinking water, and they're froze solid. It's been -2, I think was the low. It's 40 degrees today, and that's why I'm out here trying to get this thing somewhat livable. I'm going to change out this, I think, at some point. Maybe add a better onto the better doghouse. I did change out the stereo, which I believe I spoke of earlier. I took out all the switches up top and all that because they didn't didn't run things properly. I didn't like the way it was wired. There was a bunch of junk, so I'm going to rewire all of it. So right now, the only dome light I have is actually 2 little lights down here in the doors. It's the only dome light in the whole van. So I'm going to tie in some more wiring, some more lighting. But this trip tomorrow is just going to be most likely, I don't know, Friday through Monday, something like that. I got to get back up here, so I have to see my surgeon again on Wednesday. So it's going to be a really short tryout trip, and I don't even have a bed or nothing in here. So I am going to be doing some staying at my cousin's place at least one night, maybe 2 nights down in the Kansas City area, and then I'm going on over to over into Kansas, over in that direction. So pretty much that's going to be the main part of the trip, is going to be down to see them. I got some stuff I got to take down to them that was made that was too big to fit in their vehicles and stuff to get down there. So that's the process. I'm going to the Nebraska Furniture Mart to hopefully find myself a really nice Lazy Boy chair or something like that, or some recliner to make into my bed / chair. Because I'm thinking if I put in a recliner or 2, then I don't have to worry about it. It'd be a lot better because you can set up and enjoy the setting on the chair a lot more than just the bed part. So the sad part of that is I will lose a lot of under bed storage, which is going to suck. And I slept in the end of my recliner couch for a few years after my motorcycle wreck, so I know I can do it. It's just something be nice about having a bed every once in a while too. So I haven't made my mind up completely. If I can buy a couple chairs for $600, it won't be that bad, or I don't know, probably $800. Where the hell they're going to cost? So that's pretty much what my plan is to the first night I'm just going to take the sleeping bag and a mat and sleep on the floor in the back there, and until I get down to Nebraska Furniture Mart, find a chair, or even just say to hell with it and buy myself a new bed. So we'll see and go from there. And then, like I said, I'm going to rebuild all this, but that shelf is in there for now. I'm going to bungee cord the stuff in so it don't bounce around. And I'm going to pretty much hit the road tomorrow and see how it plays out. You guys have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and whatever you do, make sure you do it and be positive.